Hi everybody who's going to join me. Okay, so I didn't think I was going to do this today, but oh, no. Silence. But I decided to do um just because I need it. I need some relaxation ASAP. Really do. Because otherwise I'm going to go crazy. So I decided to do some paint by numbers just because well, it was the easiest setup today. I didn't think that I could handle setting up my cross stitch equipment, you can call it that. So I decided to just sit down and do a little bit coloring, just a tiny bit before I go, turn off for the night because it was a crazy day, and tomorrow is going to be another crazy day, so I need to relax. So, crafts is something that is making me relax, so I do. I'm alone. Marquis is asleep. He went to bed really, really late today. It was almost 10:30, so I decided to do something for myself for a minute. So if you're joining me, hi. You could say hi if you haven't yet. And hopefully some of my girls are going to join me tonight, even though I wasn't planning this. If not, I'm just going to sit here in silence and do my painting for a little bit. And yeah. Is my screen blurry or not? It's so nice. Hey, Heather, how are you doing? What's up with this? I don't have any time to relax. I should be sleeping right now, really, because I had a crazy day. Crazy, you won't believe it. And tomorrow's another one. Thank God I took a week off work because it's just really, really, really hard week. Mentally and physically. Right now, I don't even believe that I'm doing any crafts at all because I've hardly been stitching, really. And I really do want to do some lives and some videos, but I can't get to it because there's so many things. We're out of the house all day, every day. Poor baby. He's running around with me. And really, his schedule is a little bit off this week. But what can I do? We were thinking that we were going to move by the end of this week, but no. I guess it will happen somewhere around next week. I don't have any time for myself lately. Really. Gosh, there's this. Since this afternoon, I've been hearing little kittens outside, but I don't understand where they are. I think they're somewhere on the roof, in our yard. I don't know, but I hear meowing, and it bothers me a lot. I mean, not in a bad way. I just want to take them out of there, but I have no idea where they are. I just hear kittens. I wish I could just take them out of there. I don't know where they are screaming at. it's either they're in some apartment nearby or something, because it sounds like they're upstairs on the roof. I don't know. I hope they'll be okay. I hate this sound of their meowing. Like, I don't want them to, fall off the roof or something if they're up there. And I'm still coloring this one just because the other ones aren't here yet. So I'm waiting on a lot of things. I have 2 paint by numbers that I am supposed to receive. But I'm kind of wanting to finish this one before I start another one, even though I know that the quality is, well, not great. It's great because the print is very good, and the little details. I love the paint by numbers kits with the tiny little details. The tiny the details are, the tinier, the smaller, the better. It's more interesting that way. I don't like big detailing, but basically the print on the canvas and the detailing, I mean the size of the details, are the only things that I really like about this one in particular, because the result is a little, I wish it could have been better, because the size of this one would allow it to be a lot better if somebody would have taken care of the details and, rendered the colors correctly. There's some colors that I think are not supposed to be there. But, I am still coloring this one. Plus, I know that Chipper's on the way, and I am so excited about that one because I love that company. They have very good quality kits. I'm planning on doing a video, like a review, maybe a haul, I don't know, call it as you wish, for my kits, because I need to get them all packed for the move. So I don't know, maybe it'll be somewhere this week, though I wonder how I'm going to do that. I'm definitely going to do that, but I don't know how, because my mom is going to be staying with me for the next couple of days. She's moving tomorrow, but because the house is not ready yet, they're still fixing the air conditioning and the kitchen. By the way, they've built the kitchen. It looks interesting. Looks a lot different than what it did before. Just an empty room it was. But now I have like the base of the kitchen, and now we only need to install the counters, which is going to look good, I think. So I'm still waiting on that one. And once they install the kitchen, the counters for the kitchen, I'll be able to pack and start the moving. I was really hoping that it will happen this week, but who would have thought? Thank God I did take the week off, because otherwise it would have been impossible to do all the things that we have done this week. We had a lot of errands. Every day we were out. Every day. Like since morning till evening. But they did bring the furniture. They brought furniture in. and they got, well, they had brought 2 bedrooms, Marky's bedroom closet, and we bought this box of toys for him, for the toys, I mean. And my mom's bedroom, and also, what else did they bring? Oh, the living room also. I have no idea how the cleaning crew is going to work now, but I am still not sure if they're going to come on Sunday. They were supposed to come on Sunday, but I don't know how they're going to do that, because before the house was empty, so nothing got on the way, so they could have done like a clean job. But now that the house is furnished, well, everything is not in places yet, but still there are 2 huge beds, there's huge couches and the kitchen and everything. So there's a lot more stuff to do. I don't know how they're going to do that. But they're professional shows, so I hope that they will manage. It is a little bit more expensive because they give me one price without the furniture and another price with furniture. So it's a little more expensive. Not too much, but you know. So yeah, it's not easy. I thought that it was going to be a lot more fun, to get a new place, especially that it's a new apartment. Nobody lived in it before. It was so neat and clean when we got in there for the first time. And the second one, oh, what did I do? Look what I've done. Placed my finger on it. Come on. Forgot that I colored there. Oh, never mind. Anyways, the first times we went in there, it was so clean and so like new and everything. And now it's coming together, but it looks like a building site. It's really a mess. But we did do a lot of air conditioning work. So expensive, you won't even believe it. Everything is so expensive. Thank God we had the money left from the selling of my mom's apartment, and we had quite a bit of money left for that. So everything, almost everything, went towards the house, the furniture, the air conditioning, the yard. They're actually doing the cement, I think today or tomorrow. I don't know. I think tomorrow, probably. It's really difficult to take care of everything. Plus a lot of, paperwork, considering the problems that we had with my mom's buyer. It's a really nasty person. I don't know. After we started it, I really was sorry that I went along with him, because he is so... Oh, never mind. Really, I am taking everything a little more personal than everybody else. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I am so stressed and I'm really angry all the time. So these moments where I sit down and do the craft thing, I don't know if it's painting, if it's cross stitch, whatever it is just making me like move away from all the problems, from all the stress. It's a stress relief for sure. Really. You won't believe how angry I am all the time, because nothing is working right. There's always something going wrong. I have no idea. And at some point today, I really felt like I needed a break. I just told my mom, call my husband, let him do the errands with you, because I feel like I'm going to explode and it's going to end up being a huge deal. So I need to go home with Mark, put him to sleep, and just do nothing, because she ended up calling me trying to tell me something, and I was kind of, no, not now. I don't want to hear about this anymore. I need time off, because otherwise I'm going to have a fight with everybody and it's going to end up really bad. So I need stress relief. Yeah. People actually think that it's fun to do all of this, but you know what? I think that if we would have gotten not a new apartment, like secondhand from somebody, and not from, you know, how do you say it in English? In Hebrew, it's called kablan. It's a company that's building the house. But this, because I don't know why we went along with it. We didn't know how troubled this whole thing was, because apparently this individual that is in charge of this little building company is really, can I say dumbass? It's like he is so unprofessional. Everything is being done with mistakes. Everything is being done with really late. He's fighting over everything that's being asked of him. I mean, the bank asked for some papers and he says, "No, you don't need them. You need to listen to me." I say, "No, but the bank is asking for it. Otherwise, our mortgage is not going to go through, because you have to give me these papers. It's even logical for us to have them." But no, you don't need them. You need to change banks because your bank doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, everything went through a lot of words with him. I, it was so frustrating. And today we were in City Hall because we needed to write the apartment on our name, like list ourselves as owners. And apparently, they said that they have written in the paper that when they gave us the key, we had a selling agreement, something like that. I don't remember the name of this, but it was a paper saying that we received the key and that they have given us, like, the apartment belongs to us. Now, we didn't even notice, and unfortunately, that in that paper it said that we received the key 3 months ago. 3 months ago, when it happened this month on the 8th. On the 8th, we have received the key and paid all the, you know, stuff that we needed to pay, like the rest of it. So eventually, it meant that we needed to pay a water bill that didn't belong to us. So I call him from the clerk, I guess you can call it, the girl. And I tell him that you need to change the right date because I don't need to pay for your water bill. And he started selling me stories. Are you sure you didn't get the key before? You don't need that. I checked the papers. I don't need to pay them anything. That's a mistake. Go over there, talk to that one. And the girl is looking at me and she's like, you don't, there's nothing he can say because the computers in the city hall said that he has to pay a bill. He didn't pay something. Anyways, after a long argument, I guess, call it an argument, because there was no way. I was saying you need to I don't care about the bill. I need you to change the date of the key, the date you gave us the key, to the right date, because we didn't get it 3 months ago. We got it like a week ago. And he's like, okay, no, you don't need it. No, it took like another 15 minutes. And then he said, you know what? Okay, come over to my office. You need to sign papers. I'm like, what papers? We already signed everything. We signed like billions of papers. It's your mistake. It's not even a mistake. It looks like he didn't want to pay for that, so he dropped it on us. It's not a huge bill. It's like only 200 shekel, which is not crazy. But still, I paid enough for that apartment. Why do we need to pay bills that are not ours? Anyways, eventually it ended up with nothing. I just said, you know what? Forget it. I will pay for that. I don't want to hear from you anymore. I'm gonna. So that was the end of that conversation. I just said that, okay, I'll pay it. Just stop talking. And he hanged up. I mean, I think that was he was waiting for. He just wanted me to say that I'll pay it, and that's it. So it's crazy what's going on, and you can you understand why I'm so stressed? And it was not only this one, it was every step of the way since we started the buying process. It was like that. He was fighting us through everything, like, and so many stupid things that happened in that apartment. I don't even want to say. Anyways, um, that one ended. Um, and then my mom's seller started giving her trouble because he was supposed to transfer another one, like 100,000 shekels to her, like the final amount of money. And like a day before, it was yesterday, he called and said that he wasn't going to transfer the money, even though we needed to give him back to give him the key, but he wasn't going to transfer the money until he'll get the papers saying that every bill in that place is paid off, and he needed some paper from City Hall that will take like a month for it to get. I mean, you need to ask for it, and it will take minimum 1 month for the paper to arrive. So, great. Um, After that, I called my lawyer, but that was after he started saying that he doesn't want to speak to us. He wants us to speak to our lawyers because we have to give him that paper because he is not going to give us the money. Now, it's the first time that I hear about that. Plus, it's every time that he needed to transfer the money for the apartment, every single time, he ended up not doing that in time. It was always doing it like in about 2 weeks later than it was written in the agreement. Now, the agreement says that if he's late for payments, from it says on the how do you say it, like the papers that are saying that we're selling, that he's buying, the paying I have no idea, like the agreement. Anyways, there were dates for him to transfer the money. If he is late for that transfer, he needs to pay like more, like a fine. Now that didn't happen because every time there was something wrong, and he was trying to put it in a way like it was our problem. We were the ones late to sign something, or we were the ones late to, answer the phone. It was like that. So this time he wanted these papers, and it was our fault because we didn't know that he needed them because our lawyer didn't tell us that he needed them. Eventually, he didn't even need them, but that's a whole different story. But there's a new story. And then it ended up, my lawyer said that you are not giving him the key until he transfers at least, not at least, he needs to transfer half of the money, and the other half will be in the lawyer's, office, and he will transfer it after the key will be exchanged. That money will be transferred, but up until then, he needs to transfer half of the amount. Now he is calling my mom, and my mom isn't like, she's not young. She's really insulted when somebody says that, but she's an elderly woman. She's 70 years old. She's not like me. I'm more impulsive and I can like scream and yell and be mad. She is trying to, be nice. And basically he told her that she has to give him the key tomorrow, and he's coming over tomorrow, and he doesn't care about anything because that was their agreement, and it was our problem that we didn't have the papers on time, and he's coming tomorrow to take the key because he is moving somebody in. I mean, that's bull, because he cannot move somebody in the day we leave the apartment. It's impossible. There's a lot more to be done. He needs papers. He needs to, I mean, I know that those are stories, but that was his story. Then he said that, oh, never mind. Anyways, he is pushing on the fact that he's coming over tomorrow to take the key, and I sent him a message saying that he's not getting any key until we're getting the money. I'm not giving the key before I get the money for the apartment. He didn't pay for that yet. So it doesn't matter what it says, and he's in his conversation with my mom, he still has to transfer the money. I'm not giving him the keys for free. So she's afraid that he's going to come tomorrow because the last message that we sent him, he didn't even listen to it. So she's afraid that he's going to come because he is really into the idea that he's getting the key tomorrow. My lawyer said that no way you're going to give him the key. He needs to transfer the money first. And basically that's it. That's another stress. Oh no. Sorry, forgot to turn off the sound. Anyways, that's the story. It's a short version of it, there's a lot more going on. A lot more. So I cannot give you the whole conversation, but it's just crazy. You won't even believe how that person is behaving. Really badly. By the way, I could still hear the kittens. He is really, he thinks that he's really smart, and because my mom is not, well, she's like, I don't want to say she's an old woman because she doesn't feel that way. She still wants to believe that she's young, but still, by her behavior lately, she is not as opinionated, I guess, as she would have been 10 years ago. She's a lot softer, and she doesn't really know how to behave and how to answer him and what to say. And the problem is that whenever I try to talk to him, once I tried to talk to him, he was really aggressive towards me because it's not my apartment. I'm the heiress, I guess. It was supposed to be my apartment if, God forbid, something happened to my mom. But because it's not legally my apartment right now, he can always say, shut up, and I mean, it's none of your business. It's not your place. That's what he said to me when we went over there to sign the first selling agreement, or I don't know how you say it in English, but the first time we met in the office of our lawyers to sign the papers for the selling of the apartment. He he was really rude. First of all, he was really, really rude because my lawyer said that we were selling it way too cheap, and we ended up bringing up the price of the apartment, not too much, but like in maybe 4,000 shekels more. Um, that was the advice of my lawyer. He said before everything like went through with this one, with the guy that's buying it, he said if he won't want it, then we'll find somebody else because you're selling it too cheap. So I told, I mean, I was the one who talked to him, and I said that I got an offer that was higher, so I'm afraid that we are going to send it to the other person. It was kind of a trick because I didn't really had a higher offer. I mean, our lawyer offered me to say that to him because he said that we needed to up the price a little bit. And I told him that it's okay if he won't wanna keep the, the whole process going because I'm not going to sell the apartment for less than it's worth. So if I would have got more, why not? I'm not going to say sell it to you just because you're, the first one in line. It's not a coffee shop. It's not like the one that's first in line is getting it. No. The one who's giving more is the one that's getting it. So he said, that's not a problem. It's not fair that you're bringing up. We spoke about that price. Plus, he was trying to put it down. Bring down the price. And now you're like giving me a higher price. It's not fair because on the phone we agreed to that price. And I'm like, okay, you agreed to the phone. On the phone, we haven't signed anything. We haven't done anything besides talking on the phone. So it doesn't mean that I have to sell you my apartment for less than it's worth because you talked on the phone. So yeah. So eventually, okay, come on. I don't know if I can. How do I turn off the sound? I don't see. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, eventually he was angry at me because I raised the price for him. So when we came over there to the, signing of the papers, he didn't even want to say hello to us. He kind of turned away, and I said that you are being really rude. If you didn't want to buy it for that price, you shouldn't have come here. I mean, people are coming in, you need to say hello to them because we're not like, never mind. But yeah, so he kind of had a fight with me because he said that it's not my apartment and I don't have a word in it. So I'm kind of, yes, I have every word in it. It's my mother's apartment and it would be my apartment. So I'm the heiress of that apartment. So I have every word in it. Anyways, a long story short, if he'll come over here tomorrow to get the key, he will kiss the door and go back home because I'm not giving him any keys. Okay, stop the ranting. Ugh, I have too much in my mind. What are you saying, Heather? Yeah, it's not like he's intimidating her, but he is speaking really aggressively and he's kind of demanding things. And whenever I try to talk to him, he says that he doesn't want to talk to me and hangs up. Why? Because I stand up to him and she doesn't. So he prefers to give his word to her, not me. Anyways, I don't care. If he'll come over here, he'll have business with me, not her. Hi, Smokey. I'm sorry, guys. I'm renting. I'm under a lot of pressure and a lot of stress. So I I was actually thinking that I'll open this live and be quiet because I can't talk anymore. I've spent the whole day fighting people, and then I came home and then I helped my mom pack because I went back to her place. Thank you guys. You're really for your support. Thank you so much. I really needed that. I'm trying to be strong, really. But I felt that I was kind of falling apart today. I almost started crying. I did. But not because somebody like hurt me or something. It was because of the stress, I think. I just couldn't handle it anymore. Yeah, and I'm sorry that I'm spilling it out on you. But I needed to rant a little bit. I'm sorry. I just want everything to be over with. Because it's not over yet. It's not over yet. Oh, I have a TikTok. I don't know why. I decided to try and do some TikToks, but not for myself. I just kind of put my crafts on there, like short little clips. So come visit it. I'll give you a link for that. I'll put a link to it in the group. I think I actually posted the video for my TikTok in the group on Facebook. So you guys come visit me on TikTok. Maybe eventually if I'll get 1,000 followers, maybe I'll do a live on TikTok. And it will be interesting. An interesting experience. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you guys. I can still hear the kittens. Oh gosh. I hope that they're not alone. Hope their mother is there. But I still hear them meowing. I don't know if you can hear that. It's so sad I can't listen to that. But what can I do? I can't go on the roof. I don't know if they're even on the roof because it sounds like that. Maybe they're in the house next door. I don't know. I hope they'll be okay. I'm sorry I'm coloring today. It's not a coloring. Not really a paint by numbers channel. It's more of, about cross stitch and stuff, but it was the easiest setup for me today. I was thinking about doing cross stitch. I really wanted to, but I was too tired to set up the whole stand and go bring everything, and this was the easiest setup for me. It was kind of just put the phone on the holder and just start coloring. Oh, I got a package today. I got my part of my Chatterline stuff. I got the frame. I got Q snaps for it, and also I have the fabric. I got the fabric too. So now all that I have left. I told you that I got the beads as well, didn't I? That was a couple of days ago, but um now I'm only missing. There's another package with from 1 to 3 that's supposed to come with the missing ones. And the last holy package that I was fighting for on PayPal from the store that didn't answer my emails, it was shipped. I told you about that last time. It's also on the way. I don't seem to be able to track it yet, but it's on the way. Thank God, at least that moved. And my DMCs are coming, so I hope that on June 7th I'll be able to start Chatline. So exciting. We'll see June 7th because it's like middle of the week, so maybe it will be on the weekend. I cannot wait. I really, really want to set this whole thing up and really arrange all the materials already. The threads are so beautiful. I've never stitched with Glorianas or water lilies. Such beautiful materials. Basically, I have all of it already, you know. Well, I don't have it physically, but part of it is already in the way. So, oof, it's hard. Life is hard. Plus, Marky is really active now. He is little hurricane. It was a really hard day with him. He was really messy. I was getting mad at him, and then I felt, you know, bad about that I yelled at him. So I was kind of apologizing. But really, he was really, really annoying in some point because I understand that he is a little baby still, but, well, he's not a baby, he is a toddler now, but he is really, really, really energetic. You mean with chat language design? Do you really want to know, or do you want it to be a surprise? What do you prefer? Do you prefer it to be a surprise, maybe? It's a beautiful one. When I saw it, I said that that's it. I want it. Chatline is like, I think it's every cross-stitcher's dream. And I was thinking about it for such a long time, but I could never get myself to, you know, say, okay, it's time. Let's go. I don't know what happened the day that I bought the first chart. That chart. It kind of felt like it was time. Do you guys understand something about TikTok? Because I watch TikTok almost every day. I kind of watch lives, and I watch a lot of, you know, little videos and stuff. But I don't really understand how it works. I just uploaded, there were like 4 videos of mine, Well, they're just little pieces. One of them is cross stitch, one of them is diamond painting, paint by numbers. And I kind of, no problem, then it will be a surprise. I think it should be, don't you think? It will be more interesting that way for the reveal. Yeah, I watch TikTok a lot myself, but I never thought that I will try to film, but I'm not filming like these cute little videos, dancing ones. Of course, it will be about cross stitch or diamond painting. Well, the same way that it's here. Right now, I just uploaded a couple of little clips, like I said. But I wish I could go live because I watch lives on TikTok. Okay. I watch a lot of lives on TikTok, and I think it's nice. So I wanted to try it, but then I realized that you need to have 1,000 followers. So I don't think it's going to happen that's, soon. But who knows? Maybe all my subscribers from here will move on to TikTok. Find me on there and we can go live on TikTok. Could be interesting. Trying different platforms. Okay. Do you like this image? What do you think? I think it's really abstract. I do understand what it says though. It's restaurant or restaurante. I don't know, but it's pretty messy. Pretty messy. Okay, number 6. You know what? I don't care. As long as it, fun to do. I decided not to think about final outcome. At least while I don't have the other options, because it would be interesting. I also want to try to stitch dimensions. That's another one of my goals. Like not a petite dimensions, like a real dimensions kit. Maybe a gold or something. That's something that I've never tried. I've never tried to stitch dimensions. Twitch. No, actually, I've heard a lot about Twitch, but I think that Twitch is more about gaming. I have no idea what Twitch is. What is it? I think it's about gaming, isn't it? Plus, I think that most people are on YouTube. I mean, how many people are on Twitch? Do you guys watch Twitch? I don't even know what it is. No, from the distance, if you step back and you don't look like, if you look at the whole thing together, it looks a lot better. It actually comes together pretty good. But it could be better. Could be a lot better. Sometimes I get a little messy with it because I just don't really care. Yeah, I've heard dimensions have beautiful results. It's been a while because I've never I've never found anything on, from dimensions that I really, really wanted to stitch. I guess my tastes are a little different now because I think they're changing because, channel line didn't really speak to me in some point. I preferred to stitch like heaven and earth or something like colorful and big, or something like the long dog that I'm doing. I never would have stitched it like 2 years ago. Never would have thought about it. But today I'm really enjoying it. I think it's beautiful. So my tastes are a little different now. I guess maybe it's changing. I do have a couple of designs from dimensions that I like. So maybe I should try it. I don't know. Plus dimensions are interesting too because they have different, counts of thread. Not counts. How to say it? It's supposed to stitch with different number of threads. It gives it a little bit of a texture. So yeah. No, it doesn't really matter. I don't want to like leave YouTube. I like the platform. I like how it works. I mean, I don't even understand fully how YouTube works. I'm kind of too lazy to really go into the details of you know, how to do everything. But I'm kind of going with the flow. Yeah, I've heard about that. I've heard that they're really pretty. Dimension is a good company. I'm not like against it. I just had times that I didn't find any interesting designs for myself. But like I said, I guess times change. So I also like their Christmassy, wintry designs. There's one with the deers at the cabin, like in the woods. I think it's beautiful. Yeah, actually, yes. I've stitched this little kit, like a petite, I think, how it's called. I forgot. Uh, and yeah, they had different colors for the symbols. There was like red, black, and green, if I'm not mistaken, or blue and green. Riolis, I love Riolis. Riolis need to sponsor me because they keep talking about how I love their kits. You'll enjoy it. Riolis have really good quality materials, I think. Plus, they're not difficult stitches. They're fun to stitch. One of my favorite companies. Guys, where's the likes? Thumbs up. There's also one with the Santa in the sleigh, like really close up, like a red sleigh. I like that one too. I always looked at it, but you know what? I always wished I could stitch something Christmassy so I can hang it on my wall on Christmas. Or we don't celebrate Christmas, so it's no good. New Year's. It's a good idea. We'll see. Maybe I'll get myself dimensions one day, but that will be a little later. For now, I'm, I can't wait to start Chatline. Rio is great for newbies. It's a great company for beginners. They have easy patterns. They have harder ones, but not as hard as dimensions for sure. Yeah, that's why everybody is watching each other so we can learn and so we can have friends that understand what we're doing. Because none of the people that I know is interested in cross stitch or even maybe understands it. For them, it might be like weird. What are you doing? What are you doing that for? Really? I like people that I work with, even like women especially, they have no idea what am I talking about when I say cross stitch. Especially the Israeli ones. The Russians ones kind of do understand it, but Israeli women have no idea about it. They really don't know what it is. Oh, the kittens. Can you hear them? No. I'm sorry, I don't know how to turn off the sound. I forgot to do it before I went live. What they do to relax? I don't know. They smoke and drink beer. I have no idea. I mean, people don't have these hobbies anymore. What can they do to relax? Watch TV, play video games, maybe read. I don't know. Everybody has their own thing, but a lot of people say that they just go to sleep. But I prefer to spend an hour stitching or doing this instead of going to sleep. Maybe that's wrong because I need sleep. I have a huge lack of it. Yeah, I think so too. But not everybody is enjoying it. Not everybody is enjoying crafts. Some people think that it's stupid. I think that it's the greatest thing ever. We used to get together with friends on the weekends before the whole corona thing happened. Well, now we just don't have the time for it. That's the reason why we don't do that anymore. But we used to get together with our friends and play D&D. We loved D&D. We actually did get together every weekend on Friday. We had our own characters and we played D&D. I loved it, by the way. It was so fun, so funny. Especially when you're in the right company. It can be really, really fun. You know D&D? It's kind of a role play. That was pretty nice. You know, time to spend with your friends. A lot of laughing, a lot of, you know, it was nice. It's harder to do now that we have kids. It's kind of a role play, like a fantasy world role play. Everybody's choosing a character, like building that character up, you know, creating a real life story for that character. And then you're supposed to play it out in the game. You have like plot, like something happening, you know. And every character has a story for himself and he needs to play that story. So it's actually, it sounds like strange. Maybe I'm not explaining that right. But it's really, really fun when you play it with like a company of people. It was so funny. Of course, you have rules and stuff. You have magic that you can use. You have like weapons. You gain points and you kind of grow. You know. So it's really fun actually. I thought that it was stupid at first, but then when we started playing it, it ended up being so fun. At some point, we ended up beating each other up. Well, not everybody, just me and this guy that was playing an orc, and I was playing a gnome. Or not a gnome, maybe. Or maybe a gnome, yeah. But I ended up beating him up. Well, in the game, of course. We tried to play it online after Corona started and we couldn't get together. We tried to play online, but it wasn't fun. It wasn't the same. When you're sitting at around the table with people and you actually see their faces, and you know, you can talk, and your characters talk to each other, and you actually roll the dice. It's so much funner. So we tried it like once or twice, and then it kind of didn't go on. Kind of got tired of it. Yeah, we had a friend from the group that she was always an elf. Always an elf. My husband actually always laughed at her because he said that she was as dumb as one. But it's no. She thought that she was royalty, so she was an elf. But I ended up beating her up as well. Because I was playing a gnome. Not a gnome. What's the name of these dudes in whoa. Game of Thrones? No. Tolkien's, whoa, I forgot. It kinda slipped me. Um remember Frodo? Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. The guys that were like small ones with long beards, with, how do you call them in English? Gnomes, aren't they? They're gnomes. Huffling, no. No, not Huffling. The bearded ones. I think they were gnomes. No, or not gnomes. I forgot. Lord of the Rings, yes. Halflings, I actually played Halfling as well. Not gnomes. No, I'm something else. I have blackout. Hobbit. Hobbit is halfling. It's the same thing. In the game, at least. I don't know. They're hobbits, yes. Halflings are hobbits. Halflings and hobbits are the same thing. I think they're gnomes. The ones with the beards that were like really. Never mind. Anyways, I was playing a female gnome. She was kind of crazy, so she was kind of everybody's shield because she was really built. So they kind of hid behind her, even though she was small. It was funny when an orc hides behind a gnome. There was a lot of laughing going on that game. Yeah, but hobbits are halflings. Frodo was a hobbit. In D&D at least. No, I don't think halflings are hobbits. I can't look it up because I have both my gadgets. Never mind. Anyways, it was fun. I wish we could do it again. We are actually planning on doing it again, but I don't know how we're going to do it now because people are kind of evolving. Like, we have a kid now. It was before I gave birth. I think the last time we played, I was pregnant. But yeah, another couple from from our group had a baby girl. So things are changing. Don't have as much time anymore, unfortunately. But other interesting things are happening though. So we'll see. Maybe we'll see everybody on our housewarming party. Plus, it's our birthdays coming up. Marky's birthday and my birthday. I'm not reading on my birthday anymore. I'm more excited about his. Don't want to get old. And I'm getting there. Right, hobbits have the big hairy feet, and gnomes have beards and axes. But I don't remember if they're called gnomes or what or something else because there are gnomes and they're another breed. I don't think there are gnomes. I think there's another way for that, another name for that. Or maybe those are called gnomes. I don't remember. It's an interesting topic. Anyways, that doesn't really matter. The thing is that it's a fun game to play, so I would really recommend to anybody who has the company of people, of friends or family who are into, like role-playing games. And I mean like in the fun matter of it. Um, you should try it. It's really fun when you play it with your close people. It's always so funny. You can do whatever you want. I mean, there are rules, but basically you can do whatever you want. It's kind of an open world. You can invent your characters. I don't want to get older. Really don't want to get older. I wish I could be younger. I can go back in time. You mean Tolkien is fun to read? Yeah, my mom's birthday is on the 20th. I don't believe that you remember that. You're amazing. My mom's birthday is on the 20th and my grandfather's birthday on the 21st. Yeah. But unfortunately he's passed away, but it's on the 21st. And my dad's birthday was supposed to be on the 31st And my uncle's birthday is also on the 31st. My whole family is in June, yes, almost. My parents' anniversary was on the 5th, but my dad, of course, he passed away. So Marky was born on the 5th, so his birthday kind of replaced their anniversary. So now we celebrate his birthday on the 5th. So yeah, he was supposed to be born on the 7th, on my birthday. You know, by the doctor's predicaments. Oh, the D&D books may be fun. I don't know. I never read them. But Tolkien is impossible to read. I'm sorry. For those of you who like reading Tolkien, I I can't. I have a book. I have Lord of the Ring as a book, but it was a nightmare to read. Really, Tolkien is really hard. I mean, he goes into tiny little details. Like the first chapter is all about grass. And he's telling about, I don't remember, some field, I think. I don't remember exactly because it was a long time ago that I read it. But he was telling about a field. And the whole chapter, he was going about how the field was green and how it was beautiful and how the leaves were falling from the tree and how the grass was like swaying. It was crazy. I read a couple of pages and then I said, no more. I cannot handle that anymore. Maybe people like that. People do like that. Maybe you can listen, yes. Maybe if you listen to it, it will be different, but reading it, it was a nightmare to me. I'm not a great reader as well. I prefer listening to audiobooks because whenever I read something, I tend to fall asleep. I used to like reading actually. I prefer listening to audiobooks and while I'm doing something. Especially when I'm doing like diamond paintings and paint by numbers. I like listening to audiobooks. Or watch true crime. That's something that I like too. One of the two. Yeah. It's easier to do things when you're listening, of course. Who's Summer Wells? Wells. Oh, that's too bad. Did it happen recently? Poor parents. And they didn't find her. That's terrible. Honestly, whenever I go out with Mark or whenever we do something together, I'm kind of obsessed. I don't take my eyes off him. Even though we don't have any children missing, thank God, in Israel, it's not something that you hear about. But I'm I never take my eyes off him. Oh, poor baby. Sometimes, to be honest, I think that parents that are getting kids easily are less. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but sometimes it seems like it's not like they don't care, but they're kind of, I don't know how to say this right. Don't take care of them. I'm afraid to give them up, to kindergarten. So there were actually a couple of stories about kids being hurt in kindergartens by the teachers. Beat up, they had videos. A very big story it was when one kindergarten teacher smuggled, she choked a little girl to death with a pillow. It was actually filmed. And another one was beating up the kids, and the parents actually saw the videos. They actually showed those videos on the news. It was terrible. I'm not talking about everybody, God forbid, no. Most of the people do take care of their kids, and that's how it's supposed to be, but uh, there are parents that do neglect their children, and unfortunately even kill their children, so it happens. I don't think people like that are supposed to be living at all. How can you do that? Especially to your own child. I mean, they trust you so much. You're their only protector. I don't know. You know what, guys? I think I'm going to wrap it up because I'm really getting way too tired. And tomorrow is a hard day. It's 1 o'clock past midnight. 1 o'clock in the morning. And I'm yawning. So I need to say goodnight to you or a great day. I don't know, whatever it is that, whatever time it is. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you so much. Oh, and come visit my TikTok. I keep inviting you to different like platforms like Facebook, TikTok, but I really want to try it. I don't know. It's interesting. I want to go, you know, live on TikTok. It seems really nice, interesting. I've actually seen this girl does diamond paintings, like Israeli one, on TikTok, and it's really fun. I don't know, but join me on TikTok. The link will be, I will post, or I already did, on our Facebook group. So join us. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you for joining me again, and I will see you soon, so soon, hopefully. And yeah, so good night, good day.